Yeah, computer. And mute everyone.
Hey guys. Hold on. Mute all. Okay. Hi guys. Today we are going to be talking about what, Jamie? You tell them.
Well, you said about utilizing your Facebook business page to boost your business.
Yeah.
So I'm going to touch on utilizing your Facebook business page for business, but originally you'd asked me to talk about boosting.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Yeah, that's all the same thing to me.
Kind of. Kind of, yes.
But I'm here to learn.
That's your whole thing?
Yeah.
That's your whole thing. That's your whole
Welcome,
deal.
everybody. Our in-house guru, Jamie Donnelly.
In-house. Awesome. Thanks. So yeah, I got put on the spot to give you guys a little business page overview. Jill McGonaghy, please mute. No, I was really just kidding because I want you to talk to me. But let's start at the beginning, because the last time I talked about boosting and ads and stuff, people's eyes were crossing. I was getting like blank stares. I was getting like, oh, I don't understand a word that's coming out of your mouth type of thing. So I really sat down and tried to look at this like a newbie, which, I can do, but it's hard when so I need you to do something before we start this. I need you to do something really important, and that is I need you to suspend the idea that Facebook advertising is difficult to understand, because it's really not. And I'm not going to show you high-level training right now. I think that you're going to need high-level training, but I don't think it's today. I do think we need to start at the beginning. And so I need you to just let that go. Let anything that you've ever done with Facebook go, because whatever I did with Facebook even 3 months ago is different than what's happening today. They constantly change, as we know just by using Facebook normally. Facebook's constantly being tweaked. And so they do change things around in advertising and the way that you use your ads manager and stuff like that. I'm also going to ask you to understand that you have to come to this place of training for something like this, like you own a business, because you do. And a lot of times, yeah, no, it's shocking. And a lot of times people are like, I don't know, I've had people literally tell me that they don't want a business page and they don't want to use Facebook in a business, like approach it this way. But, you are a business no different than if you had a storefront. You have to advertise for that store. It's not just like you flick a lights on and you're like, I'm here, guys, bye. You need to be able to get your stuff in front of people. And as online business owners, which we all are, home business owners, we need to understand that in order to get sales and to grow our businesses and our teams, we need to have as many eyeballs on the products and as many eyeballs on the offer, the opportunity, as humanly possible. So that means that we need to put ourselves in front of people. And yes, we do that by reaching, expanding our network, and by reaching out to people, like I call Facebook like the online chamber of commerce mixer. We go to where the people that we would relate to are, who would like what we have to offer are, and we connect and we build relationships. That's awesome. We talk, we chat, we build rapport, all that stuff. That's active marketing. Passive marketing, it's what's happening behind the scenes. That's what's happening while we're sleeping. That's what's happening while we're doing everything else in life that we do that we're too busy to do for ourselves. And that is online ads, boosting, getting our stuff in front of people, and expanding even further than we could with time. So, invest, learn, teach. I say it all the time. We're investing time. Sometimes we invest money. We learn a new skill set. We apply it, and then we teach it. So we teach it to our teams, our teams that are coming, our future teams, our friends, our colleagues, whatever. We help each other, invest, learn, teach. Okay, and if that's in the form, by the way, of a video at the end when you've implemented, then do that. It doesn't matter. But starting at the beginning, right? Do you have a business page? Like, that's kind of important. And lots of you who are watching this, maybe not right now, but who will watch it, don't. And the biggest question I get is, well, I don't know how to do one. I don't know how to create a business page. I could do one in about 2 minutes right now, or I could give you the video in which I created one in about 2 minutes. 3.5 minutes, actually, it was. What do you want me to do? Unmute.
It doesn't matter. Whatever do you want to pull up the video or whatever?
No.
Well, then create one now.
Okay. Hold on, please. I will now share screen. Okay. So, big question. How do I create my business page? Y'all need to have one. Very important. Create page. Public figure. You are not a brand. You are not a local business. You're not a company. A cause. You might be entertaining, but you're not entertainment. So pick this. Choose a category. Entrepreneur is what I choose. You can choose whatever the heck you want. Okay? I choose entrepreneur. Name it. Test.
Fashion model. Whatever.
If this is new here, get page tips in Messenger. If you've never, use it if you want to. I don't need to, and I don't like getting the messages. But by the way, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to do a video to follow this. And there are things called messenger bots. Again, I don't want to blow your minds up, but they're going to help us a lot. Okay. And so that's what's going to answer you here in Messenger. If you click this, Facebook Messenger bots are going to send you messages periodically based on tips for your page and what you need and blah, blah, blah. So click yes, get started. Oh, it doesn't like the name of my page. How dare it? Okay. Wow. Look at that. Your page is, I just made a Facebook business page. It's that simple. Add a button. This is where people get, a lot of you guys do shop now. Okay, you can do message me, send a message, shop now, learn more, sign up, whatever you want to do, and then just go through the tips. It walks you right through how to create this business page. Okay, you put some, put some stuff on here, populate it a little bit with some posts. Get some of your friends to like it, and voila, business page done.
That was not your normal Facebook page.
No, because my Facebook ads was this, it's an old, my personal page is connected to an old Facebook ads account. And so I had a second account, and that's where I've had to start a new business page for my ads accounts. Wendy, unmute.
You saw me. Question, and I've been wanting to Google this because for some reason I had an original Facebook account and it disappeared. I mean, just totally vanished for like 2 months. So I created another one, and all of a sudden it popped back up again. Is there any way I merge that old one with the one that I created and built back up?
Is this a business page or a personal page?
Business.
Business, yes, you can merge pages.
Okay. Can just Google it, how to do it?
You can Google it, or I can do something on it, like do a video on it real fast to pop it in the group. I know I've never done it before, and
Well, I don't I don't want to take you away from the training. I was just wondering
Yeah,
if
oh no, I can't do it right now because I'll get
yeah,
work. But
okay. I just didn't know if it was even possible, so
I've
I'll look into it.
I've actually seen people have personal pages that they convert to like push over to business pages.
Okay.
Because they have too many friends, but they want to utilize that.
Right.
It's crazy.
Okay. If I have problems, I'll message you.
Okay. And then you can teach everybody how you do. You do a video and teach everybody how you did it.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm on it.
That is exactly what I'd like you all to suspend. That she can and she will.
Muting.
Mute. Okay. So, I want to do a side note on why we all need business pages. We need business pages because Facebook is like one of the largest advertising spaces that you will ever do or utilize currently, and it's silly to have a business and not utilize it and build your audience. But it's also like compliance issues. You know, we all love compliance, right, Jill? And it's really, really not compliant to do business on your Facebook page. You can be, bots go out all the time. People, you know, complain about other people all the time. So I did a training. I've put it up on your page a couple times about how to use your business page and sort of use your friends and stuff on your personal page. So I'm not going to go over that now, but it's super important. The other thing people do is they don't have their work status as their business pages. And that's really, it's at first it was concerning, and now it's just annoying for me to see, is people have never actually clicked on their own pages. And when it says, I work at It Works, and then you click on It Works and it goes to It Works Corporate. Well, good for you. You just promoted the company, and those people could go there if they're interested in the stuff you've populated your timeline with. Now they're going to go buy from It Works. Good job. How about you put your business page there so that people can actually go and buy from your links? Okay, good. If that's a question on how to do that, it's, let me go to my page. Let me see if do I need to screen share this with you guys, Jill? It's probably like the next biggest question that I ever get is, well, where do I put that? I'm not going to do it until you tell me.
I'll say yes. Do it for those that might not know.
I've been nodding.
I can't see you because I'm on my page right now.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. My page is so not used. It has no, like, it has nothing on my page at all. Okay, hold on. Work and education. Okay, let me screen share again. Okay, so after I yell at people and tell them that they need to have their stuff in the right place, you're going to edit about you, okay? Edit about you, And then your work and education at a workplace. Where have you worked? You know where I work? Oh, look, it pulls up everybody but me. Isn't that fantastic? Okay. Head badass at Jamie Donnelly. Save changes. Okay. That's it. It should come here, but of course, no, it's not, because I don't know if I pushed the right button. Oh.
And just for the record, guys, she does not use this page at all. So
I don't use this.
She doesn't. This is totally an unused page.
Yeah, I have like 5 friends on this page. I just use it for the my business page.
I'm one of them.
Oh, are you? People friend me there, but I don't pay attention to it. So
I made you pay attention to it.
Okay. Good. So that's where you put it. About you, work, put that you own, owner, CEO, head, awesome rock star of whatever you want to put, and your business page. You just start typing your business page, and voila, there you are. Okay, good? We're good so far? Good, good, good. Okay, so now we're gonna do simple boosting. Now, again, we have some awesome stuff happening in like Facebook ad land right now. I have to do it. I have to put it in place before I can show you how to really do it. I'll take you through some of the steps to show you, but I'm going to do a video where I actually set Jill's ad up. And then I'm going to just put it into the group, or Jill put it into a file, because I don't want to, it's already 9:25, you know what I mean? And I want to take time, and I know I have something specific for her that I'm going to do, and you guys will benefit from it because the audience is going to be kind of the same. And don't be afraid to like overlap audience, like your audiences. So if I say, oh, we're going to go for the target audience of Sephora or something like that, you know, you can all use the same audience. It doesn't matter. People sometimes like get like, they want to hide that kind of stuff because they want everybody to copy them. But, you know, we have an abundant mindset here. We don't deal with lack. There's no such thing as far as I'm concerned. So, and everybody here can use the exact same ad and the exact same audience and completely get, or the exact same ad type. And you'll all get different people responding to you because you are all different people, and you will attract different people to you. Okay. I don't know. I just went for a training the other day. It was like I needed a simple answer to something. And I was on YouTube for about, I kid you not, about 20 videos before I found the one. It was the exact same information on every single video. I started at the top. And it was like 20 down before I actually watched the whole thing through. And I know that it was the exact same thing the other people gave me. I just couldn't, I don't know. They didn't work for me. The way they presented it didn't work for me. But, you know, 6 million other people thought so because they had that many views, but I didn't. So don't discount what you have to provide because so many other people are doing the exact same thing in front of the exact same people. Okay? They're not you. And trust me, you matter, you know, when it comes to your advertising because you are your business. So I'm going to do 2 trainings sort of explaining how to set up these cool bots that are going to actually answer your messages for you. So I know that's a big thing that everybody doesn't have time. They get lots of messages, especially when they're putting out ads or on their business pages, because you're not really paying attention to the business page. You pay attention to the messages you get all day long on your personal pages. But sometimes, like I know Jill said, she had to turn hers off because she wasn't responding to people. So she actually turned off the ability to message her. It was just, it became a problem, not a help. But if you have someone almost like an autoresponder, does anybody, autoresponders when you add your name to get something, like somebody says, get this free lipstick. I don't know. And then you punch in your name and email and you get a free lipstick. But first you get like, oh, here, order it here. You know, it'll come in your email. It happens like that. Nobody's sitting there waiting for you to punch in your name and email address. It's an autoresponder. So when you punch it in, automatically it's going to respond and send you what it was that you asked for. And then it's going to continue to respond forever until you unsubscribe. So Macy's, Barnes & Noble, you've all done it. Wegmans, I don't care what website you've ever been on. If you've had to enter any information, they will continue to send you information till the end of time. That's the way it goes. It's a call to campaign. So they're going to keep you on their list and let you know what's going on. You can actually do the same thing right through Messenger. And the real fun thing about that, and that's how Facebook ads are going to get really fun, because as our new email marketer, Jill McGonaghy, is finding out, when you send an email to a list of 300 or 400 or 500 people, Only a percentage of them get the email, and then a smaller percentage of them open the email. And then an even smaller percentage of them click on the email. I can't tell you guys how many people have asked me for Facebook trainings, and I don't respond in my messenger, and they send me another message and say, please, I want this Facebook training. And I send them the link to the training, and they never get it. They click and they enter their name and email address, but they don't actually open the email that responds with the training. It's crazy. But here on Facebook, we know that everybody who's entering their information is active on Facebook, right? So you're going to get them, first of all, real time. So you're going to be able to actually have your own conversation with them, but you're actually getting people's accurate information. And we all know that we check our messenger. We might not check our email for days, but we always check our messenger. So if you're sending someone a tutorial, or sending someone a 10% off coupon, or sending someone something that they're asking for, some piece of information they've clicked on and said, yes, please give me that, then you're getting like their action, not a fake email address, not the one they barely use, you're getting them here on Facebook where they're active, right? That's awesome, because a lot of opt-in rates go from, like 30% to like 80% just by using this method. So we're going to almost skip, because I know most of you, I think one of you that I know has an autoresponder for email marketing. So the rest of you, we can just skip over that, and we're going to go right to Messenger as far as autoresponders. That's not going to be tonight. I'm going to do a separate training video this week when I do Jill's. I'll set one up for Jill, and then I'll set up her ad with her, and then we'll just post that for you guys to see. Cool, right, Jill? Good. In the meantime, I'm going to introduce you to the very basics of Facebook Ads Manager Audience Insights, okay? I know I've done this before. I'm going to do it again. Let me get on this. I'll just go from here. Okay, ready? Screen share. Okay, so right up here, the very top, you can go create ads. There's a little arrow here, create ads. Oh, start over. I don't want any of this. Okay, so here we are in what's called our Ads Manager. And when you click over here, you have three options: Ads Manager, Audience Insights, and Power Editor. You don't need to worry about Power Editor anytime soon. Power Editor is only usable in Chrome, and it is intense. Okay, it's very in-depth, but it's very, very thorough. It's very intense. So I deal mostly with Ads Manager, and then for the sake of just showing you guys how to target an audience, we're going to use Audience Insights because it's a really awesome tool for you. So if we go into Audience Insights, the first thing they're going to ask is, who do we want to talk to? Just the people connected to our pages, or everybody on Facebook? I always choose everybody on Facebook. Jill, I need you to throw me a few things, okay? So here we're going to do, this is what I do. I know you guys have a lot of locations that you're available in. I'm going to keep it basic. You can do whatever you want, okay? United States and Canada. For fun, again, age 21 to, I usually go up to 55. And what's an interest, Jill? Would Sephora be a fun interest? Makeup?
Yeah, either
what?
Makeup, beauty, Sephora.
I'm going to use Sephora just because I said it before. Wow. Okay, so we just punched that in, and we're just dealing with 2 countries and a certain age range. Okay, so we've kind of narrowed it down already, which you can or can't. You don't have to do that already, but I suggest really sticking your countries before you do any of this.
Hit women.
What?
Women.
Of course, right? That makes sense. 98% women. So we're going to narrow it down to women. And what are our ages for Sephora? Our ages are 25 to 34. But that doesn't discount what's going on here, and it doesn't discount what's going on here. I don't know what that's popping up for, but I would actually go between, just like I am, right in the middle, 21, and I'd probably end it at, honestly, like 40. If I was using just this as a gauge on, who I want to target for this. So just for fun, just because I'm only going to use this right now, I'm going to choose 40. And again, it's not that you don't want people who are older or younger. It's honestly that you're paying for this. Okay? You're paying to get this in front of people. So why not get it into the people who are most interested in what you're targeting? You know what I mean? You could do 1 million ads. This particular one is the one you want to get in front of these people. I immediately then go to page likes. Did you see that? Do I need to go back for that? Demographics, page likes. Apparently, nobody else likes any other pages. Usually when you hit page likes, it actually will bring up like other pages that people who like Sephora will like. A lot of information on location, activity, household purchases. You can find out if these people purchase online. If are they really purchasing food and drink online? Health and beauty, whatever. But this, I honestly go right here, and for some reason, I'm not getting any information. That's awesome. Anyway, if you were here and people liked something else, Ulta, that's something, right, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go back here. They don't like any other pages. This is the first time I've ever put these things in and never gotten page likes. But if you were to get a pull up here, it would tell you what pages people who like this interest also like. And it shows you, like, here, let me do my own. Okay? Because I'm used to doing my people. I put in, let's say, really broad. I'll go really broad. Network. This is probably going to be Network Marketing Pro. Oh, it's not, you guys. It's Facebook. So, forget it. Maybe they're changing something. But that's anyway how I would expand these interests. I'd basically go, who else do they like up top? That's who I'm going to add here. And I'm going to narrow my audience down that particular way. Does that make sense? Yeah, good. You're not muted, Jill, so you could say yes because I'm
yes.
Thank you. Advanced language. Always. I don't care what you're doing. Unless you're bilingual, all kinds of English is acceptable. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to get all kinds of crazy stuff. Do you want to put this in front of people who like your page? Probably not. Right?
No.
Not connected to your page. Because you want to put it in front of people who already don't like your page. You're expanding your audience. Otherwise, we could just boost it to our friends or to our followers and friends of followers. Okay? I'm going to be totally honest with you in the beginning. I mess with nothing else here. Nothing. I don't care about their relationship status, their education, their work. I don't care about their homes unless I'm trying to sell them a home or something that goes in their home. I don't care. I just want people who are in this country, in these countries, between a certain age range, who like certain things. You know what I mean? Will it do it now? No, it's really angry. So anyway, and they speak English, okay? So they like a few things. I keep it simple. Do not put 40 interests in, okay? It's too much. And if you think of something like Network Marketing Pro and Sephora, this narrows down people who are not only interested in makeup, but who are also interested in network marketing. So these are people that you would not just put a product in front of, but you might put also an opportunity in front of. Okay. Make sense so far? I can see Amanda. Amanda, shake your head yes or no if this is making sense so far. Thank you. Okay. And then you save that audience. I'm not going to say this, but you've taken time, you've created an audience. It'll be easy later on. Just save it, and that's it. Now, I'm going to go back to Ads Manager. And from here, when you go to create an ad, you have lots of options again. You just want somebody to see your stuff. You go to video views. You want somebody to go directly to a website. You go to traffic, conversions, product sales. Lead generation is a whole nother thing. I do a lot of this. I do a lot of video views. Video views are helpful for getting some engagement on your page. For being like, you get likes, you can ask those people to like your page. You get likes or comments if you're, asking for something in your video, or sometimes they feel like compelled to comment on that video. Then they can actually you can go in and friend request those people to your personal page and really start to build a relationship there. So I don't ever do like campaigns because I think they're overpriced and a waste of time. Get people to get to know you through video views. You'll pay cents per video views. $5 can go a long way, as opposed to lead generation or going to your site or getting them to asking them basically to like your page. They'll do that by default.
It was shocking. It was shocking, the difference in between that, like the views, like paying for views as opposed to paying for likes. Like the difference. Like it was like what? Like for that thing that we were doing, it was like $1.50 or something a like. Mm-hmm. And like 19 cents for interactions.
Yeah, maybe 19 cents. I mean, sometimes you get them down to 2-3 cents per view. And then once they viewed it, if they like it or comment, like I said, you could just say, and you literally click on them and it says invite to like page. So boom, there you go. And then you can interact with them at that point if they've commented, if they shared, whatever, you can interact with them, and then you can friend request them, and they see who you are. They kind of know you, especially if you run video views over and over and over to the exact same audience. Those people are seeing you again and again and again. You get an audience that really responds to you. Let me just do this real fast because I feel like you need to see me. Like, if you get an audience, when you find the hardest part about Facebook advertising is not all this stuff, okay? The hardest part about Facebook advertising is finding the people who respond to you. And then you just keep going to them consistently. So I would do 2 videos or 3 videos a week to the same exact audience so that they were constantly seeing me, $10 a week or something, They were constantly seeing me. And the more that they engaged and liked and viewed, I just knew I got the right people. Now, it took me a while to get those people. And now that I've had to change my name, like change the brand name, I'm like starting to scratch. Those same people aren't responding as well as they were before. It's a little weird, but you find them. You just tweak. So if you have a wide audience interest, it's hard to find where you got to tweak. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Amanda, got heartburn. I got 2 different things, and I said, just try one thing at a time. So we know this one doesn't work, then you try this one, right? Then try both. See if the combo works. But if you do them all at once, you don't know where to add or subtract, right? So we can go over creation of Facebook ads till the end of time. You'll get it.
So, question.
Yeah.
So if you were trying to, reach your target audience, but you wanted to reach them in a new country, such as Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
You would only basically change the country. You would leave the target the same.
Exactly. So you just change the countries as Ireland, and then you're hitting whatever you feel that, again, it just all goes back to the same question. Who do you want to put this in front of? What do they like? Where do they hang out? What your target audience want? You put it in front of them. Country doesn't matter. And they speak English, kind of.
Kind of.
Okay. So, yeah. So it doesn't, that's, yes.
Kendra, did you hear that?
So maybe they don't have a Sephora, or maybe they have somebody that, like, I don't know, is more targetable. That's the part. You know what I mean? And it's not just that you're also putting in front of them like a product or an opportunity, but sometimes it's that you're putting yourself in front of them. So you have to be, you know what though? Yes, just change the country. And if there's any specific detail to Ireland or any other specific country, Italy, Australia, whatever, that UK, that is...
well, I mean, and it would take 2 seconds to do research to find out, like, say you were doing Sephora and network marketing.
Mm-hmm.
It would take 2 seconds to do some research to find out what, if Sephora is not a thing in Ireland, then what is the main beauty distributor,
Right. And then you just get in front of those people often. Okay. So I just wanted to say this part that I'm showing you is really the easy part. It's the researching the audience and tweaking that audience that responds to you. That's the learning curve. I'm gonna cut out the other curve where you have to do trial and error and figure out and push all the buttons. Don't push all the buttons like the kids in the elevators. Just ask questions in the group or me directly, and I'll answer them. And I'm going to give you as many of them as I can through trainings. But
I push all the buttons.
She pushes all the buttons.
All of them. Everyone. And then I get yelled at.
Oh, yeah. The other night you drove me nuts trying to do it by yourself. I didn't understand why you were doing that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go back to sharing our screen so we can get through this. Gabish? No, Gabish. Okay. So, video views. That's what you could do if you had a video that you wanted to put up. I want to go into traffic to show you this messenger thing, but I'll just click video views. Okay. Campaign name. Campaign is the name of what this ad, you're starting with a campaign, and then it goes to ad set, which is you're going to create who you want to have a go-to audience. Okay. Okay. Ready? Placements. Don't let them put this wherever they want to. Automatic placements is what they recommend because they want to put this ad on the right side. Anybody look on the right side for ads? No. White noise. It's like a billboard. Nobody looks at them. Okay? Edit your placements and you decide at this point, do you want Instagram? No. Do you want audience network? No. Are you mobile mostly? Desktop? Most people, honestly, are on their mobile phones. Okay, so you're going to be, again, you're paying for this. So you can do a few with all devices, mobile and desktop, and then you can look at, the feedback from that $5 you spent. How many, it'll tell you 80% of people viewed from mobile, 20% viewed from your desktop. Maybe that's enough for you to keep them both. But they're going to continue to put them on desktop and mobile until you say otherwise. And in the meantime, you're spending money. Okay. So that's up to you. If you want to do Instagram, you can do Instagram. For me, it's not a video though. It's a picture, a really freaking good picture. Okay. You would change this to, I suggest $5. That's minimum. It doesn't like that. Always wants me to do $20. And then you can create your start and end date if you want to. Run it continually starting today. I always do a day or two to see how it responds before I set it and leave it. Okay. Once you see something works really well, set it and leave it. But if not, then you better set your end date. Video views, let Facebook always take care of your bids for you. In other words, you may get 19-cent views, you may get 25-cent views, you may get 2-cent views. Let them decide, not you, because otherwise you're going to be held back by your own, ignorance of what's going to get in front of the people you want. And you get charged upon impression. In other words, it'll count it as a view if someone just kind of goes by it. Or do you want them to at least give you 10 seconds view on that video? And then you get charged. That makes sense. Okay. And then you guys are here in my, I gotta take this thing away. Okay. And then continue. And then your video, obviously, right? It represents your business page. That's a connected page, blah, 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 single video. This is all like, and then you upload whatever video you want here, browse your library, whatever. And that's it. Text. You can preview and then place your order. That's an entire ad, okay? Don't have to push all the buttons, just certain ones. And there is a PDF that I actually put a really good Facebook training from like a system I use, like their Facebook guy did a training on Facebook ads. And I put that up into the group it comes with a PDF on this kind of stuff. Probably you didn't watch it. I don't know. But everybody wants to know how to do it, but nobody actually wants to learn how to do it. I get it. I'm going to go to my business page real fast. Okay. Before I screen share just the next thing, which is going to be even easier than an ad, which is boosting, which y'all should do. Because as you create this audience, and you're getting likes and you're getting feedback and stuff, as you're creating that audience and it's growing and growing and growing, now you don't always have to go beyond into an ad. You can just, now you have people who know, like, and are trusting you. So you can just put something out that you're boosting to your friends or followers and their friends. It's going to cost a lot less money.
So question.
Go.
For everybody. Before right now, who knew that there was even the slightest difference between a Facebook ad and a boost post?
I did.
Oh, good for frickin' you.
Sorry.
Anybody else know that there was a difference between a boosted ad or a boosted post and an ad?
Did you say good for frickin' you?
Yeah.
I only knew because I've talked with Jamie about this before.
No idea.
A while back.
Yeah, so have I. Had no idea. None.
Are you kidding?
I did not know that was a difference.
Okay. We did this together on a training before.
Didn't know.
Okay.
Didn't know it was a difference.
Do you want to know why? I'm going to do, when I do a training from now on, I'm going to be, the parents with the box at the dinner table? Put your phones in here. I want all the phones in the box. I want to see everybody's phone off before I start a freaking training. If I see this, I'll lose my mind. Okay.
Hey, the only reason I was on my phone is because I was following along on here,
All right.
on mine.
Okay.
I watch on my phone, so
Good.
can't
You don't
put
have to put
my
it
phone in the box.
All right. Okay. All right. Ready? I'm going to screen share and show you guys Boost. Gabish? I want to Gabish. All right. Here we go. Am I screen? Do you guys see my screen? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do you see this post I put up? See the post? See that little button that says Boost Post?
Yep.
I didn't go up here to Facebook ads. I'm just going to go Boost Post. Simple. They don't like a lot of text, but we're not doing this for real. Okay. Oh, hey, look, we can add a button.
No idea.
Okay. You know what button I'd choose here on a boosted post? Send a message. Because then they can engage with me. Like page. It's already here. This is not a like campaign, right? So we can choose people that I'm going to target, which is super basic, like audience. People who like my page, because I know they like me already. And they like what I have to offer. Or people who like my page and their friends. Their friends might like me, but they don't know about me yet. So why not exploit my page followers and grab their friends? Okay. So that's usually what I choose. Again, total budget, I go low. And I usually run a post like this for a day. And, oh God, no. You might want that. And then boost. So if you're choosing through targeting, sometimes it gives you an option to choose, yeah, of course it is, because I haven't edited it. Sometimes it gives you the option, or it used to a long time ago, to choose your, like, you know, your saved audiences. Oh, here it is.
I was going to say it does because I just
Sorry.
boosted the other day.
Don't be smart now. So we can retarget, or we can like our page, but this is the one I always choose anyway. And then, yeah, if you want to, in front of that super responsive audience that are seeing your videos or responding to your ads or whatever, boom, just hit them, and that's it. Whether you do an ad or you do a boost, there's going to be a moment of silence. Facebook's got to look it over. They review it. It's not humans. So there are mistakes. Sometimes you have to write back and say, why didn't you approve this ad? Too much text. No claims for money. No discrimination, please, or anything like it. Anything that they feel is like, you know, they'll say no, sorry, no cursing. I've tried that. Yeah, so it has to be, you know, meet certain terms, but for the most part, you'll always be approved. It just takes time. So it could take 15 minutes. It could take an hour, take a few hours, depends how many times you've done it. And it could take, you know, Jesus, if you did it now, it might be tomorrow that you get something back. But these are not human beings that are doing it anymore. The Facebook, I just saw my Facebook coaching, in my coaching program, the last training they did, they said there are 5 million active advertisers on Facebook. So obviously these are not being done by humans. So there is room for error. But yeah, there's 2 million gained in the last year. So the price for advertising is going up, and what you do now and what you do next year will be completely different, but that's just the nature of this platform. So so I don't think, Jill, that boosting is really that hard, especially compared to ad creation, correct?
Who knew that they were different?
I did.
I didn't.
There's boosting.
Amber
there's
has a question.
Amber, Wait, let me see, Amber. Okay. go ahead.
Actually, it was answered. I'm good.
Okay.
What else? I mean, that's all. That's really all there is.
I had like no idea.
And until you actually go ahead and do this, like
I've boosted a
you
million.
might not have more questions. You know what I mean? Until you do it and you're like, what do I do now? You know what I mean? Like, and if you have a question, just ask.
Can anybody in here tell me that they were in the same boat as me, or am I alone in this? Alone? Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, good.
Either.
Yeah, I didn't know either. No, not me.
Until I talked to Jamie about it, I didn't know before that. So
Okay.
I didn't know, but I'm new, so I can use that as an excuse.
That's right. You can.
Sure. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Yeah, I didn't know, and I'm not new.
I'm so glad I did this by 10 o'clock too, because I don't feel like I like to over, but I do want to tell you guys that when I first started learning Facebook, I used to open up Facebook. That ads manager looked totally different, but I used to open it up and click I thought I had to go through all of it. Like I need to decide all these things, and I would get through an hour of trying to figure it out, and then I would shut it down and just be like, I am totally overwhelmed by this process. And then I started to get that I really needed to utilize it, because that's just it, right? We got to get our stuff in front of people.
And that's the thing. Like, I mean, and we're talking, here we are 2.5 years down the road. Now I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back. I've built my entire audience without using it. Okay.
But it's another avenue that will help you build.
Well,
yes,
in a massive way. And again, things, like I've heard things a million times, but let me tell you, until I went to Purple Status Retreat and Unified a couple weeks ago, holy hell, the girls that are raking in about 30 grand in sales a month, every single month, the ones who are at the top of those leaderboards for Punta Cana are raking in 30 grand in personal sales a month, all because they're utilizing Facebook business pages. It's not because they're different than you or I. It's not because they are freaking celebrities. It's not because they're anything. It's because they have utilized these resources that we have that I can't even imagine if when I was getting views by the hundreds on my lives at a time, if I was utilizing this, I can't even, it makes me sick if I think about it, honestly. But
it's really, I like Facebook ads because once I got it, okay, I pushed all the buttons. The learning curve for me was huge. And when I decided, like, I need to learn this and not be doing this on my own, clearly I need some help, because I was getting a little bit of traction, but not the results I was looking for. And guys, I don't know if you guys have ever bought like advertising outside before, but I was paying $300 a week for advertising outside of this platform. I started to spend on average $20 a week. And I literally took my business, and once I found my target audience and I stayed consistent, I went from making like some money, like kind of like getting an audience and making some money, to literally, I've been home for almost 2 years, 2 years this fall, September. So I'm really serious about Facebook ads, and I learned everything I can about Facebook ads, and I implement as much as I can and try to like see what works for me, because it's that worth it. It takes your business to the next level in a serious way, because you can't physically reach the people that are looking for what you have to offer by hand.
I mean, the thing
you
is,
only have so much time, like hand feed each one of these people.
And how long are we going to sit there? in front of the same freaking audience, even though we're adding 5 people a day, or we're doing this, or we're building relationships, shit has evolved. That is no longer going to cut it. And I know, like, I mean, for me, and I know that a lot of you guys are the same way, where you're like, $5 a day on ads, I'm going to, blah, 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 blah.
$25
What do we spend $5 a day on? What? You go to the Dollar Tree and you walk out with $100 worth of shit.
Coffee, yeah. Coffee.
A coffee. I'm sorry, but I'm going to spend $5 a day.
And guess what? And when you have something really big, like $5 a day, and then you get something really big and you're like, 10. Like, that's a big deal. Because guess what? You just doubled your advertising budget for one day. So you have an audience that's responding to you. They're engaged. They've been seeing you. They like you because they're clicking the buttons, right?
And the thing is what you have to understand is you're going to get a return on your investment. Once you get this down, you're going to get a return on your investment. That's one decent sale for an entire week. You know what I mean? Like, that's one sale.
And then one day we get to talk about how much your return on investment versus advertising dollars versus how much each customer is worth life term. Those are all equations that you need to know one day too.
And you can write it off too.
Right.
You write it all off. You write it all off. Guess what? My first Facebook training was $500. $500 to learn probably less than I just freaking taught you.
Whenever, like, you guys talk about Facebook ads and boosting, I thought it was like just boosting the post, but it's like way deeper, because I'm like, I'm doing that, and I'm not like, I'm boosting a post, but it's different than.
Yes. And people say that.
I think that's probably what a lot of people are confused about, because they boost the little button, boost this post, but it doesn't like do that.
That audience insights, when it decides that it's going to start working a little bit better too, that audience insight really helps you to target in who you want to put it in front of. Mm-hmm. And then you just have to boost it to them, or I would boost it into them until you get some feedback. So every result, like everybody's like, well, I spent $10 this week and I didn't get anything from it. Like, I got like 3 people like my page. I got like 10, engagements on my post. You didn't have that last week. Guess what? Nobody's seeing your business pages. Don't be discouraged if you're looking at that business page and saying, nobody's liking my stuff on that page. Like, nobody sees the stuff on it, because nobody's gonna. Because Facebook used to put your stuff into, anybody like George Takei? I was a big George Takei. Years ago, like 3 years ago, George Takei came onto Facebook and he blew it up. And his stuff was so funny. I looked forward to scrolling through and seeing him. I don't see him anymore. It's not because he's not popular. It's because Facebook wants him to pay to boost to the millions of viewers he has, boost $5 a day for them to see every post that he puts up. And that's what they want you to do too. And that's okay. When you put a post up that you don't need to boost, but you want to share it with mostly a bigger audience, you want more engagement, take it from your business page, share it to your personal page. Okay? More people are going to understand, like, oh, hey, look, they have a business. Let me like the page. So you'll get some organic likes. And if they share that post, they think the post is inspiring, they think it's funny, they think it's good value content that they want to share with their friends and family, they're not sharing your personal page. They're sharing your business page. So now your reach is growing even bigger. Does that make sense? Yeah. All free. All free. So we get a lot of free stuff from Facebook. Sometimes we have to pay. So we're going to pay one way or another. You're always paying. Either you're paying time or you're paying money. But when you pay that little bit of money every here and there, even if it's just $5 a week, you choose like that one post, that one ad that you really want to get in front of people, and you pay the $5 for a day or 2 or whatever. I'm telling you that you are going to see growth happening. And every result is there's no failure, okay? Because just feedback. No failure, just feedback. Every result is success, because you're going to take that result and you're going to tweak the next time that you do it. Maybe your video needs to be shorter. Maybe they're only watching this much. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to get their engagement quicker. So if you're going to ask them in 10 seconds to keep watching that video, you better make your first 10 seconds really good. Don't be like, hey, I'm just waiting for people to get on. Don't do that. Like, hey guys, what's going on? Ask a question. That was always my formula. I asked the question, I introduced myself, and then I went into the topic. That's how I did videos before lives came. Lives make me my head spin, but I'm in a different category than you guys. So yeah, important to know how to use these Facebook business pages. Find your audience, find your people, find who works for you, with you, who you relate to. Like Hannah had a really good thing. She was talking to people like how my makeup business paid for my tattoo, or how my makeup paid for my last tattoo. People are going to be like, if she puts that in front of an audience that relates to her, has the same interests, people who are tattooed, women, maybe it's a specific, like, I don't know. Hannah people, right? She puts it in front of Hannah-like people, like a look-alike audience. And they're going to respond to her. They're going to be like, what? I'm curious. How did that happen? How did you do that? What's that? Can you tell me more? Or if Hannah says, how I covered up my entire arm tattoo. I'm not Irish. My entire arm tattoo with my makeup or something, in one application. And or she did a video where she just went just in case you have to go somewhere or whatever.
Amber has a question.
Then those people are going to be curious and they're going to say, okay, tell me what that is. And she's going to sell it. Go ahead. Where's Amber? Amber?
Okay, I have one quick question. Maybe I missed it. But so if you pay the $5 a day for the boosting, is that multiple posts or just one post?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
Just one. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
You could do, with that one post, you could do a carousel images. So you can choose 2 or 3.
Okay.
That slide, I'm sure you've seen them.
But the problem with that, this is just my opinion, the problem with that is that it's just like when people are posting multiple pictures in one post and we say do not post multiple pictures in one post because people are scrolling through frickin' 3,000 miles a minute through their feed, and you want whatever it is that you want to catch their eye to be as big as possible. You know what I mean? You want it to be eye-catching. You want it to actually, matter. If they're too small and you're doing those carousels, especially from a mobile device, I scroll past them all day long. Do I stop? Not usually.
I think they're pretty good for like a product ad. You know what I mean? If you don't,
we don't do graphics either. And you are most certainly not going to boost a graphic. You're going to boost you. You're going to boost a video of you or the best freaking picture you've ever taken in your life. You're not going to boost a picture of the new Epic mascara. You know what I mean? You're going to boost a picture of you wearing the new Epic mascara. And if there is a product in that picture, it's going to be with your face in it. So if you're holding the new Epic mascara, it better be with your face. No graphics. You shouldn't even post graphics, let alone boost graphics. Okay.
Oh, look at Jill. Jill's now my expert on.
I'm an expert on posting. I am not an expert on ads and boosting, but I'm telling you, if you want, I know what's going to get a response in a post. So that's just going to be magnified for a boosted audience. You know what I mean? Like, don't ever do a graphic.
I'm super excited to do these chat bots this week, like tomorrow, Jill.
Okay.
Tomorrow's Monday. Because
You know what, I'm
chatbots
super
again.
excited
What?
that we're gonna get to do this every day at this table. In case anybody didn't know, Jamie's moving 4 houses down from me in a couple weeks.
Look how many
In
people
case any-
care.
Nobody
Look how-
cares.
Amanda.
But
What's the? I care.
Oh,
What's in
just
your
that.
When's the move-in date or closing date, whatever?
Well, she has the house on the 1st, but
That was fast.
but
Yeah,
that's
happened
probably
very fast.
That's really fast.
But we can't move that quick. We have stuff going. Like we have to move.
like convention and then
Oh,
going to Austin.
yeah.
Coming to
and-
New York and stuff like that.
Yes, we'll be
Well,
there next
whatever that-
weekend. This weekend we'll be there.
yeah, whatever, that doesn't matter.
Don't worry, we'll keep you on FaceTime the whole time, so you can be with
get
us.
a selfie stick and carry me around. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that's what we do.
Actually, I'll be busy. My niece is going to be in town, and my
Oh.
husband is going to have his
Oh.
head cut open.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to be a little busy.
Okay, so there's no more questions, and you can stop recording this so that people aren't watching till the end of time.